Hi, good evening, everyone. I know it's pretty late. Don't normally come on this late unless the Yankees have a night game or some news. I wanted to actually call up and apologize. Hey, how you doing, Eric? So I went to look on our log, and I know a few of you people had seen that our weekly wrap up show, which is going to be a yearly the year wrap up tomorrow night, was by mistake by myself was put on for 8 o'clock tonight, and I saw that a few of you were on, and I felt I feel really bad about it. Number one, it was an honest mistake. I just caught it like literally 10 minutes ago, and I said, "Geez, at least I can come on and apologize for anybody that came on, not knowing that we weren't coming on. I don't like misleading anyone, and uh, I felt really bad. That's why I felt like I needed to come on and apologize to everyone. We did have some people in the waiting, and I didn't like that we didn't come on. So I sincerely apologize that instead of the 28th at 8 p.m., that was my error. I put on the 27th, and we had just come off like about an hour before that, an hour and a half. So I was really hoping that people would know that that could have been a mistake. If I would have caught it sooner, guys, of course I would have came on right, as you could see. I would have came on right away to excuse what I did. We were having some issues earlier in the day, which we caught what was wrong with what was going on with the computer, because we were freezing up this morning when I went on to come on for what was going to happen for the day. But we straightened that all out. And I don't know. I know I was doing my thumbnails for the upcoming week's show, and instead of pushing the 28th, I pushed tonight, which is almost now the 28th anyway. But I know I saw that there was at least 5 to 7 people waiting for us to come on, and I just caught that. So I just needed to come on and apologize to each and every one of you. I don't like doing things. I don't do things like that. But sometimes when there's so much going on in life, you don't realize. So instead of pressing the 28th, I put the 27th. So false advertising, I don't like that, and I apologize. Hi, Eric. Hi, Shred. How you doing, Sheik? I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going, Bill O? Thanks for coming on, everyone. I do see quite a few people on. Thank you. Again, this was not planned. So how is everybody's night going? Um, hey, thanks, Bill. Crap happens and everybody makes mistakes. Well, you know what, Bill, if we were all perfect, I don't know how this world would be. So you've got to learn from your mistakes. Sometimes you rush. And I actually was putting 5 shows together at the same time. So, maybe I got a little slap happy, and instead of the 8, I pressed the 7. So, but I'm figuring that a lot of you people that follow us all the time figured it out, thinking, hey man, he just finished like 2 hours ago, not even. And on top of that, I mean, I know I always say if the Yankees make a big move, of course we would come on as quickly as we could. So, but in the meantime, at least it's I can tell everybody some stuff that is going on while I'm here and you guys are there. So tomorrow at 4 o'clock we do have a show coming up, courtesy of Nitin and his crew, and that's going to take place tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So we're looking forward to another big show at 4, and then at 8 o'clock we have our big year in review show. So we're going to talk about everything in the NFL, anything in the NFL you want to talk about, NBA, NHL, whatever you want to talk about, and all the Yankee moves and Yankee ups and downs of 2025. And we'll also have a look in the crystal ball type of show, probably Wednesday night. You heard that here first. So guys that are on here now. So we'll have a show called Look in the Crystal Ball to 2026. We did make 2 small moves and a pitcher and an outfielder basement. Is there are you talking about today, Bill? If you're talking about today, can you name because I only know of really the one move of the Mexican player. If you heard a couple of more, please by all means put it in the comment. So I believe Wednesday night. Wednesday night is actually New Year's. No, probably Tuesday night. We're gonna look into a crystal ball of what we're gonna see in 2026. So we could do something like that, people, instead. So we'll do a year-end review, and we'll look at the crystal ball of 2026. And if we have a nice panel up of almost all of us, and how about inviting a few of you people in the chat to come up. And what do you feel in your gut is going to happen in 2026 as far as the Yankees and anything you want to talk about? Who do you think is going to win a championship in the NBA? Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Who do you think is going to win the NHL? Why not? Why not? We do a review like that. That would be really cool. That would be nice to do. Let's see. So Bill O is saying, yeah, Torres was a former MVP of the Mexican League. Yep, he's like 32 years old. He's got a lot of power. And I hope that, this could be another one of Cashman's under the radar good moves. Who knows? He might even, sometimes things like this, they work out for like a month until something else develops. But in that month, that guy could have won us like 3-4 very important games. Think about it, guys. If the Yankees would have held on to the games that they should have won, I mean, obviously they would have won the division. As good as Toronto was. So could the Yankees have been that bad to actually tie for first place? That is something, we tend to look at it as the glass half empty. But if you look at it half full, the Yankees literally tied Toronto. And if you think about it, Toronto had the better year, but the Yankees still tied them. Now, why? So could it have been that that's why I say sometimes, yes, right now we are upset because, we haven't really gotten players that we want, but they're still on the market. That's why you can't get down. But if you really think about it, yeah, Toronto played great. And we thought that the Yankees didn't have the greatest of year. But look at it from the bright side. They tied Toronto. And if the Yankees would have switched the gears and won 1 or 2 more games that they should have won that they have blown, or not hitting in the clutch or getting a man in from third base with the bases loaded and nobody out, then wow, yeah, think about it, guys. Think about it. I mean, this is something I'm gonna dissect a little bit with you guys in the year end and also the crystal ball. So no matter how good Toronto played, the Yankees stood with them. And if again, now because everything's over, we're calm and all of that. But think about it. One more break. One win. One more win, and the Yankees would have taken the American League East Championship. So how bad? I mean, yes. Well, I mean, there are things that happened this year that I scratch my head, like them winning the Silver Slugger Award for the team. I find that to be a joke, and I've been saying that for a long time. Do the Yankees really, the way that they blew games, the way that they struck out, the way that they did everything, did they really, so what does that say about Toronto? What does that say about the other teams? We can't all be that bad. But I'm telling you, it was a miracle. They had no bench. Until the trade deadline, they had no bench. And they survived it. So if you look in the crystal ball, they're bringing back that same team from July 31st, unless they don't get Bellinger. Let's see what Bill O has to say. We lost the series against Toronto 2 out of 3 bad at bats. But we blew a 10-game lead thanks to Williams mostly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, with the team that they had, with no bench, with people not hitting, they still tied first place and only lost it because they could not play good against Toronto. So think about it for a minute. How did they do it? Was it because, was it Grissom? Was it Judge? Stanton was okay. We all got on Volpe, so it couldn't have been Volpe. The other guys, Bellinger played well. Max Fried kept us in. But if you really think about it, how much better was Toronto? The only thing Toronto was better at is beating us. Now, I know you say, well, Joe, that's very important. Yes, it is. But there's 162 games. And the Yankees were even Steven with them. Even Steven. I was thinking about that earlier. I was having a cup of hot chocolate, to be honest with you. And I said, you know what? It wasn't half bad. As terrible as we thought, as we saw. How many games? Remember in the post-game shows, people, when I would, the first thing I would do is dissect how many strikeouts, and I put that into innings. With all of that junk, they still tied for first place. And if you look at it that way, that's where the Yankees think that they're a good team. Okay, granted, they lost a few players. But they also have the Can Man, who I think is going to be, if he stays healthy, an incredible addition to this pitching staff. They still might go out and trade for a frontline starter. They still, even though the reports say, they're not going after Imai and this and that, after they said they were, or not, or somebody said, there's still money in the budget. So if you look at it calmly and logically, the Yankees still, it's 88 days away from opening day. Hey, T-Road, how you doing? Good evening. I hope you had a good holiday, everyone. How you doing, T-Road? So if you just tuning in, the reason why I'm on this late, I went to notice all the thumbnails for the show. I had tomorrow's show starting today at 8:00. and I don't, and I saw some people were waiting, and then they left. So I came on to apologize. You know me, when I catch something, you know me, I want to be on time and everything with you. I don't lie. It was bothering me like crazy. So I didn't care if nobody came on, but at least you could go to the tape in the morning or whenever, and you'll find out that said, oh my God, Joe did catch the mistake. And I did. And I feel really bad about it. But in the meantime, it gave me a chance to come on and dissect that Yankee by my, just you and me, just you and us. And if you dissect the team, they weren't half that bad. And well, thank you, T-Road. And I appreciate everybody understanding and the love and support. And thank you. I don't know who subbed while we've been off these few hours, but thank you as we keep getting closer to 700. And our goals, if we could do it by 1,000 by the beginning of the season, that would be amazing. And with all our shows and effort and fun, I think we can do it. And still the 29% is still at 20. Actually, it went to 30. So we have more viewers watching, but not coming to the like button or subscribe button. I don't know why. I really don't. Bill, we've got rid of a few weak links in Williams and Weaver. Bird will do better next year, which I agree. He's not going to be overworked like last year in Colorado. That's a good statement. And, of course, we got a healthy, God willing, we're going to have a healthy Garrett Cole. We're going to have Max Fried again. We're going to have a healthy Rondon after he comes back in late April, beginning of May. And the lineup is not that great. Not yet. But there's still time to fix this. T-Road. Personally, I don't think they're going to make any drastic moves. The Yankees were a hit away from changing the outcome with the Blue Jays. There's a lot of talent out there for the Yankees. Yeah, pitching-wise, I agree. Pitching-wise, I really think it. We don't know what we have in Spencer Jones. We don't know what we really have in Rumfeld. Those could be two potent bats in the lineup. We don't even know about the kid they just signed today. Well, kid, he's 32 years old. Listen, if he gives us 3 good months and helps us win games, you never know. Cashman, he rolls the dice, and sometimes he comes up with an 11. And sometimes he comes up with craps. So, crazy. I mean, let's see. We have nothing to be ashamed of. Volpe was hurt most of the year. Even hurt, he's still a top 10 shortstop. Yeah, but Bill, here's the problem. Yankee fans don't want to hear that. They think he's basically crap. And we have to defend it. And we're defending as much as we can. But when a crappy shortstop has 75 RBIs and 20 home runs, that's not that bad in my book. Yes, granted, he struck out a lot. But why? He struck out a lot because they want him to be Babe Ruth. And he's not. He's more like Bucky Dent, if you guys would know who Bucky Dent is. There was no reason to turn this guy's game around. Let him play his game. He plays his game. The Yankees do very well. But no, everybody, Volpe stinks, and Volpe this, and Volpe that. Well, I got news for you. Not too many shortstops are going to get all those RBIs. And I'll tell you another thing. I don't care if somebody says, well, they always have men on base. That's bull crap. You still got to drive the run in. 74, whatever he had, 70, whatever RBIs, he physically had to do that. So I don't want to hear that they were men on base. That's the name of the game, to get men on base. Yes, Bill O. I believe that a totally different mindset. Go back to what he was doing to get him to the pros. He needs to hit the other way like Jeter did and use his speed. They are treating him like he's a Manny Ramirez, and you can't do that. You can't do that and survive. You look around the league, maybe Lindor. Look around baseball. How many shortstops? Yeah, maybe some of them are batting 300. Okay, I'll grant you that. I grant you that. And I'm really happy that we have some people on right now that are defending a little bit of Volpe. Volpe is fine. Just got to cut errors when he gets back. Well, the errors was, if you notice, some of it was on throws. And I do agree, one thing that he definitely has to improve on, without a doubt, and they better practice it like crazy. From shortstop to third base, for some reason, he's never accurate throwing the ball to third base. So that he definitely needs to work on. He's okay with the throws to first. I mean, as long as the arm holds up. But throwing to third, for some reason, he has a problem doing that, and that needs to sharpen up. And hey, Bryce, how you doing? Welcome. Protecting Volpe still. I don't get it. Well, Bryce, listen. He's 23, 24 years old. The man hit 20 homers and 70-something RBIs. There's talent there. There really is talent. But the Yankees misused that talent. And I don't care what anybody says. I know the type of player that he is. And if you let him play his game, just make a decision. Bat him 8th or 9th. Don't move him. Don't move him. And let Volpe play his game. Now, it doesn't help if you have a Ryan McMahon and an Austin Wells that strike out all the time. That's more pressure they want on Volpe. They need a couple of players that are contact hitters, like the lineup of the Toronto Blue Jays. And I'll bet dollar for donuts, if you get contact hitters in front of Jeter, listen to me, in front of Volpe, he's going to be a different player. You just don't give up on a 23-year-old that has all those RBIs wrapped up. Yeah, Bill, I agree with you. The bottom of the lineup needs to change. But Volpe should bat 9th. He's got too much talent in there. Too much to give up on. And I'm telling you right now, guys, you may get your wish that he'll get traded. And if he gets traded and he does good, boy, oh boy, people, I'm telling you. And listen, I've yelled and screamed, but I also understand what happened with this guy. And everybody else does too. Should know. From May 4th, his arm was not right. Did they say anything? Did he complain? No. Maybe he should have. And there would be a lot less. But you got to make a decision on Volpe. You got to tell him, how did you get? They got to play him like how he got to the major leagues, hitting the ball the opposite way. Hitting line drives to right field, walking, stealing, jumping up and down at first base. That all was lost. Why? Whose fault is that? It's not Volpe's. Volpe is going to listen to what they tell him. Now, I know there are a lot of Volpe haters, and okay, and right now, rightfully so. But if you let him play his game and then nothing, okay, then you're right. But I'm telling you, as much and you know I love each and every one of you, but I'm telling you, give him a full year batting down there, healthy and doing Volpe type of things. We're not going to have this conversation ever again. Yeah, T-Road, I agree with you. I believe they're holding him back. And Sean Browning, hey, Mr. Showman, our morning man, our everything man. Who are you going to replace him with right now? We have no one to replace him with. Yeah, because Rosario's not great at short. Jose can't play every day. He just can't. He just can't. Well, Bryce, now you're being a little funny, and you don't need to do that, Bryce. You don't need to do that. Listen, I've been through the wars with Yankee shortstops, and if I name you names, you're going to think that Anthony Volpe is Cal Ripken Jr. So believe me, the Yankees went with shortstops that made absolutely no sense. 1976, they had a shortstop that was 3 times worse than Volpe, and they made it to the World Series. In Jim Mason, the only guy that had a home run in the 76 World Series for the Yankees. Then they had people like Roy Smalley. The list, Bobby Meacham. I mean, Volpe could have those guys for lunch. These were starting for shortstops for the Yankees for a few years. And Volpe is like a Cal Ripken next to these guys. These guys honestly were the starting shortstops for the Yankees. They barely could hit 200. Roy Smalley, occasionally, he'll give you a 250 year. Andy Phillips is another one. But I can guarantee you one thing, guys. The Yankees are not losing because of Anthony Volpe. They are losing because they don't have contact hitters. It's as simple as that. It's a very simple strategy. You've got Judge. You've got, in retrospect, you have Chaz Chisholm, and what else do you have? Pray. If you had the Toronto Blue Jays lineup and you threw in Chaz Chisholm and Aaron Judge, don't you think Toronto's going to win the World Series? I do. And again, everybody's asking for Bo. He gets hurt too much. Don't we have enough? Don't we have enough? Hey, Benji, how you doing? Welcome. You snuck in there. Don't we have enough people to drive us crazy striking out and getting hurt? I don't trust Bo at all. I know he's a good player. He can't stay healthy. T-Road says, Joe, you are the Don Cherry of baseball. Retired, was a great hockey analyst. Tough as nails, got in arguments on the air. Yeah, I mean, listen. Again, And Bryce, under no circumstances am I, we're attacking or anything. We're just having a conversation. You listen, you're entitled to your opinion and all. I just want you to give him one more chance. That's all I ask. Let's give Volpe another chance. Is that so hard? Are the Yankees not winning because of Volpe? No. And we all know that. They're winning because they strike out too much. Bryce, if you are leaving, by all means. But Bryce, he's 23 years old. How many home runs has he hit? How many, what did he do in the World Series for us? You got to give him a chance. Rosario will drive you. I love Rosario as a hitter, but not as an infielder. Believe me, if he was a good infielder, he would still be on either the Mets or stay in one place. He can't stay in one place. Yeah, Bryce, they 3 seasons, but they treated this guy like he was Babe Ruth. That's not fair. He's not a home run hitter, and he still gave you 20 homers. Yeah, Bryce, Rosario may be a better hitter, yes. But overall, Volpe is a better player. He has not been given a chance to unleash himself. They're holding him back for some reason. I don't know why. So let's see what happens. Listen, we could do a lot worse than Anthony Volpe at shortstop. A lot worse. You guys have not been through the wars with this team. And if you have, you're not saying it. And anybody, you ask, and I don't care, Ken Rosenthal or anybody, can the Yankees win with Anthony Volpe at shortstop, a healthy Anthony Volpe, a regular Anthony Volpe? And they will all tell you yes. They will all tell you that they can win with. Hey, listen, Derek Jeter wasn't exactly the greatest shortstop. He got to the plays. He made the plays. Yes. But you think his range was good? So I'm telling you, give the man a chance. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. So, again, we could do a lot worse. You guys, some of you, hey, Katie, what's up? Welcome back. In case anybody realizes why I'm on actually to apologize because there was one of our streams for upcoming our year in review show, like our wrap-up show on Sunday nights. I made an error in the date and I put the 27th. So technically we should have been on at 8:00 tonight. And I caught that and I didn't want to leave it. I changed it. And so it's rather than just forget about it. I know that there were people waiting, but some of you probably figured it was an error, but I didn't want to keep it there. Plus, I put a short out that says it's for tomorrow night, which is now tomorrow night. But I didn't want to go without saying I apologize that I put the wrong date for tomorrow's show, for tonight's now show last night. So that's why I came on. And you guys started coming on. So I figured I'd, stay on and say hello. So that's why we're here. And getting all that's, listen, we all have opinions about Volpe. Right now, he's not your starting shortstop. It's going to be Jose for now. If Jose plays well, he's going to get to keep his job. He's going to keep his job. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, all I know is I wish everything well for the kid. I wish everything well for any Yankee. I really do. And I've seen many, 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 many plays. And if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. Okay, let's move on. The one good thing that we still very, very excited with, we're okay with, he's not making a huge amount of money. So it's not like you're saying, oh God, we're stuck with a $50 million man now and he's striking out like crazy. They're still in time to do what they need to do and trade him and whatever. So in that respect, the Yankees are in a lucky mode right now. You're not paying him a whole hell of a lot of money. So, you know, and you know, that's what it is. Hey Miguel, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Happy holidays to you and your family. What's the latest I'm hearing on Belly and Imai? Well, Belly, I've been saying it time and time again. I believe the Yankees are betting are just racing with themselves. I believe in the heart of hearts that Belly has told Scott Boras, no matter what, I want to play for the Yankees. So, but Scott Boras puts it in his head, well, I got to get you. That's what you hired me for. I've got to get you the most money. So, in my opinion, the race is Yankees versus Yankees. And until he signs on a dotted line with somebody else, you will not change my mind. It is it is Yankees against the Yankees. They want Scott Boras will fight all the way for that 6th year or 7th year, whatever the heck they want. And it's going to come to the point that Belly's going to turn around and say, what's their best offer? Take it. Unless the Mets go in there and swoop and just boom, go and give him millions more, he's a Yankee. That's the way I feel. Jacob Petruzzi, what's up? How's everybody doing again today? Everybody got your plans ready for New Year's Eve? New Year's, what are you guys doing? What's up? Anything spectacular? Anybody taking a trip? Going to France? Where you guys going? What's going on for New Year's? Sean Browning is in the house. What's cooking, Sean? How's everything with you? T-Road. Joe, I know you say Bo Bichette gets hurt all the time. Last season, while he was hurt, he led them. Yeah, I know he definitely. I think we should give him. You should get him. He's hurt, and the league in hits. Yeah. So now the Yankees get him, and he gets hurt, and he's out for half a year. You're back in the same boat. So I'd rather get 2 steady players in that position. One of them is Jose. Jose C is a steady player, but he's not an everyday player. So what's your compliment? Rosario is not a good infielder. He's not. He's adequate, but he's a little bit below. He's below average infielder, guys. Otherwise, he'd be starting for a lot of teams. So, hey, Jacob, that's very, very good news. I just potentially got nice. Excellent. And you know what that calls for? Good luck, Jacob. We'll be praying for you. I'll say that extra prayer to St. Anthony, and you will get that job. And which one will come first, the job or the Yankees getting the Yankees doing a big move? I say the job. But good luck to you, man. You deserve it. You've always been a great trooper here. You've been an advocate of Yankee Mania, and I really appreciate it. Speaking of that, everyone, I do see some new names. Please don't forget to subscribe, press the like button, and the notifications. And as you can see, I made 5 new shows tonight for the upcoming days for the next week, and I made 1 boo-boo, and that boo-boo made me come on tonight. And like I said, I had really no plans to come on, but I had to. I don't like misleading anybody. Yeah, Jacob, you're going to be fine. That's good. We keep our fingers crossed, our toes crossed, our eyes crossed, our ears crossed. You'll be fine. I promise. You'll do good. You'll do well. Let's see, Joe, you're sleeping on. Oh, well, yeah, Oswaldo Cabrera. Okay, fine. Is he a really good infielder? He might be. He's a little bit better than Rosario. Okay, so if you guys want to go with Cabrera and Cabrera and Caballero, that's fine. That's fine with me. Have Volpe as on the bench. I don't have a problem. I want the Yankees to get better, but if they're going to stay, the only reason I'm yapping is because if they're going to stay with that, we're going to have to accept it. So how do you accept it? You accept it by hoping they see to do something different with the man. I'm not just saying that, oh, I love Volpe, but he's on your team. Technically, he's your starting shortstop. There's nothing that we all combined can do about that. The Yankees have to see that. The Yankees have to unleash the real Volpe. If they don't like what they see when they do that, then get rid of them. And get rid of them. But do we have a choice? We could talk until we're blue in the face. We can talk till we're blue in the face. Now, Bill O says a healthy Volpe is a Gold Glove shortstop. Now, I say that, and a lot of people get on my case. So this is what I say to everybody: either you like Volpe or you don't. If he's healthy, whether you like it or not, he's your shortstop. Maybe not anymore. I don't know. But if he's your shortstop, then that's what we have to deal with. So you have to hope that they unleash him the right way. But I'm telling you right now, folks, he goes somewhere else, and they let him play the Volpe game. We're gonna feel it, and then I don't want to hear from anybody. Oh, Volpe this and Volpe that, and listen. You don't come up to the major leagues and become a total bust. How do some of these, especially the way they evaluate people now, it's not easy. Yeah, okay. And how many shortstops did the Yankees pass? The Yankees draft 1,000 shortstops. They draft every draft. Oh, they got 4 shortstops. They got this. Look, they're promoting Lombard Jr. like he's the next Eddie Murray. Right now, he's a disappointment. Who knows? Now, if he was doing that in the major leagues, you'd all be on Lombard Jr. Oh, what's the matter? Get rid of this guy. Bah, 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 bah. It just so happens that Volpe is in the limelight. Lombard Jr. had a really big year last year with the bat. I watched at least 40 games. I did not like what I saw. Yes, he's a good defensive player. He's good. I'm not going to take that away from him. But if you're looking to get better, then he needs to have a big year. And it's true. Sean Browning says it perfectly. We were spoiled with Jeter because Jeter wasn't the greatest shortstop, but he was the best captain. And he was a very, very good clutch hitter. And he knew how to play the game. But he had not superstars around him. He had stars. Paul O'Neill, Bernie Williams. For the most part, even Chuck Knobloch, Scott Brocious. These are all stars, not superstars. Bernie Williams was borderline. Paul O'Neill was a warrior, but they're not superstars. Paul O'Neill hit 20 homers, 19 homers. He was clutch. Bernie Williams was great. Bernie Williams was not the best center fielder. He was okay. He was good. But would I call him elite? No. I saw Bernie Williams from day one, and I didn't like what I saw. The only reason why Bernie Williams stood on the team is because G. Michael made it possible to say, you can't trade this guy, a switch hitter. You got to give him a chance, which I believe they should do with Dominguez. Now, I don't know what Dominguez – we've had Dominguez, 2-3 years up. I don't know what he can give us on it. We all know that he can't hit right-handed. So are they going to keep that? He's batting 184 in AAA, in winter ball. I don't know if he's batting right-handed doing that, or is he batting left-handed. Shame on me for not following the winter, but there's been so much going on. I can't see everything. So I go with what people are telling us. So, I mean, I'm just saying, Jacob, you're building something great over here, Joe, and I'm glad you trust me as a mod for your channel. Of course. And by the way, if anybody at that point wants to be a mod, I have no problem with that. By all means, and Jacob, but like I said, you've been a trooper with us, and I really, really appreciate it. And I mean, listen, you can't compare the Yankee teams of the late 90s to now. They're just Posada and Pettit. Posada, very, very good catcher. Was he a superstar? No. But these are the hit. Tino Martinez, one of my favorites of all time. Was he a superstar? No. Was he an all-star? Yes. They were steady. They were steady players. If you look at a lot of the championships, even in the 70s and the 90s and the 2000s, Yankees didn't have too many superstars. They had a blend of good players and then a Reggie Jackson. A blend of good players and then so-and-so. That's how the Yankees were built. And the Yankees were built in those days with their GMs like a Rosen and Al Rosen and even a modern day Bob Watson right before, and even Cashman. The Yankees were built to get players that are very, very good players against the teams we need to beat. Do you notice the strategy of the other teams? Don't they get players that kill the Yankees? Look at it. There's too many of them to name. But there are so many players that come to the Red Sox, the Orioles, that just cream the Yankees. But the Yankees used to do that to the Red Sox, to the Orioles, because they got people like Ed Figueroa. Figueroa wasn't even a thought with at that time, the California Angels. The Angels came here. The Angels made a trade. They wanted Bobby Bonds, and I was very happy to trade him because he hit 35, 30 homers. He struck out 200 times. But the Yankees got Mickey Rivers and Ed Figueroa. Both players had enormous numbers against the Red Sox. That's who we had to beat. Yankees got players that beat certain teams. That's another reason how you build a team. Why the Yankees have gone against that, I don't know. Analytics, I have no idea. Now, Boone's a whole different thing, Steve Wolf. Boone's a whole different thing. We're talking about the players. You want to talk about Boone? Fine. This is, in my opinion, his last year. I win, lose, or draw, I don't think that Boone is going to be rehired. And I don't think that they're going to publicize that right now. First of all, we don't even know if we're going to have baseball past the World Series. Because people, if you don't put that, you could put it on the back burner if you want. But I'm telling you guys, we're going to have a lockout, and it's not going to be pretty. There are too many holes. The owners want this salary cap. The players absolutely not. There's not even a discussion for it. I'd say you make your like they say, Uncle Steve's threshold, $300 million or $325, and then you pay a tax. That I think is fair. $325 million. You have 26 guys on the team, or maybe 27 if you want to do that. And the bottom line is you do that, and you set a price. Now that's negotiable. So you just can't go in there and say, we're going to have a salary cap. No, we'll have a salary cap. But you can go up to $325 million. How many teams are going to do that? And that issue is going to go right down the board, people. We don't have to worry about it. Maybe they'll negotiate a 310, but the owners got to give in too. It's not just the players. Now, I know that this is like, a discussion about this is like, ham and eggs to you guys. But if we don't have this discussion and we don't talk about what possibly is going to happen, they're locking the doors, baby. You're not going to get anywhere near Yankee Stadium. You're not going to get anywhere near Fenway Park. You're not going to Toronto. You're not going anywhere. And that is a main issue. If they negotiate in good faith on both teams, you get somebody good as an arbitrator in that middle, we can get something done. And without saying there's nothing wrong with the $300 million salary cap, because teams don't get near there. That is the only way that we're going to avoid a strike and a lockout or a lockout. How you doing, AA? How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope your holidays were good. I mean, so we could talk to with blue in the face. Aaron Boone last year, this one, that one. There may not be baseball in 27, gang. Consider that. Don't worry so much if Volpe is going to be your shortstop. Worry about if we're going to have a season after this one. So I would say enjoy it and really enjoy it, because I've seen the lockouts. It's not pretty. It's not nice when you see those locks at Yankee Stadium, and the only people that are allowed in there is the people that work for the team. That's it. You can't go near the stadium. So that's how you avoid it. That's one of the reasons. And we're going to have I'm trying to get a negotiator on here to let everybody understand where it stands. And it doesn't have to be because it's baseball. in general, so you guys can understand, whether you want to or not, but this is life, and it is going to happen. I'm glad you're doing well, AA. That's great. Really, really happy to hear that. And that's a whole different thing. And there's a lot of discussion about the Ghost Runner. Who on earth found this out? Who made the Ghost Runner? Now, what makes sense? You play, let's say, 12 innings, 13th inning, man starts on first base. How do you put a guy on second base, did not earn it, struck out his last time up, he's going to go on, and I got awarded. I struck out, but I'm on second base. Isn't that great? That's ludicrous. You're awarding somebody that just struck out the inning before. Are you serious? Baseball is delusional. It's delusional. And they have to do something in the major league offices. They've got to put somebody in there that has brains. I'm sorry. And then we won't even get into how do you watch the Yankees? The Yes Network, ESPN, Netflix, what else? Apple, Fox, and the list goes on and on. And no local TV. No local TV. Is that fair to the people that can't afford, that live on Social Security? They have a right to watch games just like us. Just like anybody. And why are they being, and why must we go out and buy all of these different things and blah, 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 for what? What happened to baseball? It's so rich. It is so rich. It's one of the richest sports. And yet they try to squeeze the dollar from everybody. It's so bad that the Yankees can't be on local TV for opening day. That is sick. That is sick. And you watch people, they're going to come off of ESPN and you're not going to, that's not even going to be in your package. That's going to happen. If it's not stopped now. And how do you stop it? You don't go to the ballpark. All right? Somebody's going to get it. Somebody's going to get it in the pocket. But that's not our fault. We're the ones that pay their salaries. 99%. It's you, the people. I don't care if you go to one game or 1,000 games. That one game, you paid somebody's salary. And are we happy? No. You have a family of 4. You have 2 young kids. Daddy, I want a hot dog. Daddy, I want ice cream. Daddy, I want a Slurpee. Daddy, I want a roast beef here. I want a sandwich. I want a hot dog. Well, get your American Express Gold Card out, folks, because you're going to be spending $300, $400 aside from what you paid for the ticket. When is it too much? When is it too much? Now, do I think some of the owners are right? Do I think some of the players? I think they both have very good arguments. But the owners have to give in a little, and the players have to give in a little. A little bit. Because both sides are going to get hurt. And believe me, When we had the strikes in the 80s and the 90s, yeah, it hurt the players. But look at the way it is now. It's going to cripple players. You think it's easy to pay $55,000 a month rent without anything coming in? You see how, I don't care what you have in the bank, you're going to see how that goes down. Go rent something in Columbus Circle in New York City, $35,000, $40,000 a month. What are you going to do? Go move in with mommy and daddy? Years ago, when they did it, it was a lot calmer. Maybe it would have been $13,000 to be at $14,000. Not now. When Randy Johnson came to the Yankees, he got an apartment in Columbus Circle, I believe it was, for $35,000 a month. $35,000 a month, people. And that was back in 2006. It's now 21 years later. You know what that apartment's going for? And you have no money coming in? These players, some of them, they don't save for a rainy day because they know millions is coming in. Do I feel sorry for them? No. No, I don't. Do I feel sorry for the owners? No, because they take advantage too. The only reason why I don't get on Hal is because our payroll, the Yankee payroll, is over $300 million. If that payroll was $200 million, I'd be all over them. But that payroll is 300. Never heard. It's insane. But that's the sign of the times. So, I mean, sheesh, give it a break. But let's talk turkey. The bottom line is, guys, I'm not so worried who's going to manage the Yankees. I am very, very worried. And I'm sorry, I got to put this in your heads. There will not be baseball after the Yankees win the World Series in 2026. We hope. I truly believe there will not be baseball in 2027 because there's too many holes. And the strike that they had, the other one, pales as what they're going to come up with now. The owners are different. There's different mindsets. It's a different game. You don't think negotiations is going to be different too? Nah, that doesn't stay the same. That doesn't stay the same. And do you think the Yankees are going to like no money coming in when they got to pay at New York City millions of dollars in April? And no money coming in. They get zilch. The only money they got coming in will be the Yes Network and whatever. They can't spend a dime of anything that came in ticket-wise once they put a lock on that door. So I know people don't want to talk about this, but it's reality, people. We're getting closer. Time is going fast. I would enjoy this baseball season. Rather the Yankees are good or no. I mean, yeah, they're not good. Of course not. But enjoy your baseball season, folks, because I don't know what we're going to see in 27. So I don't know if the Yankee strategy is that that they know there's going to be a strike. You shouldn't, of course, don't operate that way. But under no circumstance don't put it in the back burner at all. At all. Here's a little breaking news. Nitin, how you doing? The New York Yankees have signed Travis McGregor to a minor league contract. The pitcher has 534 strikeouts and 526 innings throughout his minor league career. Oh, thank you, Nitin, and your team for that. Appreciate it. Nitin, if you feel like joining, you're more than welcome. This was a surprise that I wanted to apologize to everyone because I put a wrong date, and our 8 o'clock stream for tomorrow night was put for tonight. Well, now that we are tomorrow, so we could do that. So so that's why I'm doing it. So I'm here to apologize, guys. If you give me 1 minute, I will come back. I'm going to take care of something, and I'll be right back. Everyone, don't go anywhere. We're going to get we're going to give Nitin from Nitin Sports Rush the link so that he could come on. So just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, we're back. So let's see what we have cooking over here. What happened to Ohtani and Guerrero is really not a good thing for baseball. Their contracts are absolutely ridiculous. They don't set a precedence. They set a conflict. Yes, and I agree with you, T-Row, but here's the thing. They're doing it with the laws of baseball, so they can do that if they want. Now, in the negotiations, they could stop it. And that's going to take a long time for them to stop that. That is not going to be easy to do. It is not going to be easy to do. So we'll see how that goes. Bill, owners of major league teams are hedge funds and corporations. There's no more George Steinbrenners in today's game. Yep. And honestly, in a quiet way, it's hurting the game. In its own way, it is hurting the game. And they got to do something about that. I mean, something's got to get done. Without a doubt, something's got to get done. But, listen, I am not afraid to say it on this show. Be prepared for a strike. Be prepared for a lockout. And because if it doesn't happen, it'd be a bigger miracle than the hockey team beat the Russians in 1980. That's how strong this potential strike is. So you may not want to talk about it. You may want to just throw it away. But for people like us that are reporting the news, this is what it's all about. And I mean, I hate to say it. I really do. And I don't like saying it. But that's reality, people. It's reality. And I just want what's best for the game. Apple pie, Chevrolet, and, all of that. I really do. Baseball, apple pie, and Chevrolet. I mean, we've got to do something. Yeah, and Bill O says another thing that's ridiculous is deferred money for players. Yeah, well, just look at Bobby Bonilla. Bobby Bonilla, what? He's been retired, 20 years? He's still getting paid $1,145,000 and something dollars every April. There's a check in his mailbox or in his direct deposit. Are you serious? Man's what, 60 whatever years old now? Still getting paid by the Mets. What a contract. What a contract. That's an embarrassment. How can this guy still getting paid? Yeah, Joe, we lived through the 80s and the 90s. You remember how it was. Of course I remember how it was. It was awful. It was awful. I mean, the Yankees had a couple of blurbs like 1980. They lost to the Royals in the playoffs. 81, they could have won that World Series with Fernando Valenzuela. You know, Fernando, everything was Fernando. And the Yankees had a couple of bad breaks. The Yankees had blown in Game 5, I believe it was, a 4-0 lead in the 7th inning. So they lost that World Series in 81. And then you didn't hear from the Yankees until 1994. They were headed to the playoffs, and we got cut short because of a strike. No baseball for the rest of the year. Otherwise, it would have been the Yankees and the Montreal Expos at the time that would have definitely, you could definitely do that. That would have been the Yankees and Montreal World Series. Right after they finished the season, the Yankees traded for John Wetteland from Montreal, and it all started. The Yankees then got Joe Torre as manager. They picked up Mariano Duncan, Joe Girardi, and that's how it all started. For the 96 season, for 95. And then they fell short. Of course, they lost to Ken Griffey and the Mariners in that heartbreaking game. What a series. The last of Don Mattingly. He batted over 400 in that series. He was amazing. But unfortunately they lost. And then, and I was so heartbroken. I said the only way I could ever forget this moment, if the Yankees win the World Series in 96, I got my wish. And then they were a little short in 97 because people like Paul O'Neill played hurt all year long. They didn't get the production from Cecil Fielder. Everybody aside from Paul O'Neill, that man played on one leg the whole year. One leg on the whole year. And he's got a big double with 1 out or 2 outs in the ninth to try to tie a 3-2 game. Could not believe how he was playing on one leg. Then he was playing on one leg in the 96 World Series. How he made that catch against ex-Yankee Louis Polonia, I watch it and I still can't believe it. I don't know how he got to it. It was like angels in the outfield. It was amazing. And you had to be there to see it. I mean, that was just, he could not run. But they weren't going to take him out of that lineup. You try to take Paul O'Neill out of that lineup. You try to take Tino Martinez. No way in heck were you going to get those guys out of the lineup one way or the other. And if Don Mattingly was playing and healthy, there's no way. There's no way, man. He played with the worst back you can ever imagine. G-Road. Nitin, can you get Don Sherry on the show? Joe reminds me of Don Sherry, great retired hockey analyst. Tough as nails, just like Joe. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that, T-Road. We'll put in a request to Nitin, and we'll see how it goes. And if his team and himself, they can do it, why not? Why not? At least I'll have a tag team partner, and we can go at it all the way. That would be a great stream. That really would. Eventually, this is gonna happen to Pads Connect salary cap and no salary cap. It's pretty sad. Yeah, and we all know why it's sad, T-Road. It's because they're making money hand over fist and they're still not happy. The players are getting these great salaries, and you can't tell me they can't live on those salaries. Even the less player, the 26th man on the team is making almost $1 million. He's not even playing. I remember when the minimum was 35,000, and it wasn't that long ago. It went from like 35 to 80 to 140 to about 310. Do you know the World Series winning? When that was big, when you won the World Series, your share was like 400,000, 375, and the losing was like 230, 240. Now that's peanuts. They get that money. They put that in the ashtray. They put that in that money that those players won in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, whatever. They put that winning salary in the ashtray. I mean, it was like, wow, the players got $300,000 for winning the World Series. Now they got $300,000 to go to the bathroom. And to even think about a strike is ridiculous. Of course the players are not going to like it to get strapped now because you did this. They all did this. Yeah, you're doing Cruise Control. How's it going? Yeah, I would think the Mexican guy does have a chance to make the team. 32 home runs. He was the MVP. I mean, let's see how much he could hit Major League pitching. Let's see how it goes. Yes, belated, of course, to everybody here that's new. Merry Christmas, and I hope you're with us. We've got an action-packed week coming up, and let's see how it goes. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're not even talking about yet our entertainment show that we're going to have Monday night at 8 p.m. with Chef Nick and our new member Maria Venuto, who just had a big gig tonight at singing in a big restaurant in Brooklyn, New York, and she's a wonderful cook, an incredible singer, sings all around the world on cruise ships in Italy, all over the place. And you're going to love her. She's been on our show a couple of times, and she absolutely loves being on here. And she's got some surprises too. And remember, we're going to be doing the play-by-play of the Super Bowl this year. Evan, our own Evan, my morning partner, Evan, will be doing the play-by-play, and then we're going to have a nice a halftime show with singing and cooking and all kinds of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yes, thanks, Bill O. I know you've seen our other shows with Maria. Let's see. I'm looking forward to Chef Nick and Maria. Yes, Bill O, we all are, and it should be a lot of fun on Monday. And not only is going to be cooking, it's going to be questions and answers. It's going to be some singing. It's going to be really, really cool, guys. And that show, like I said, keep it with entertainment. So actually the topic, I changed from sports to entertainment. So that show, of course, is entertainment. And I think you're gonna love it. I really do. Just bear with it. I think you're gonna really enjoy it. And with so many mixes that we have, it's incredible. It really is. So and what are you guys doing for the holiday, guys? I know we're gonna probably save it for later tonight's show, but What are you guys going to do? What do you got plans? You're going to a hall? You're going to a pizza? I mean, a restaurant, a wedding hall. What are you guys doing? I would love to hear exactly what everybody's doing. What I'm doing basically is going to be with family and friends that I haven't seen in a while, and everybody's gonna do a little something. Who's making some? We're very big with lentils. New Year's Eve at 12:01. After everybody hugs and kisses and all of that, 12:01 we eat lentils for good luck. It's for your health, and it's big money year. And that's a big tradition that we have. You got to cook the lentils. And then during the night, we usually make, and I got the idea from my dad when we had the bakery, we make a 6-foot hero. And you open up the hero and you put half, you could do it all the same thing. You could do chicken cutlet or cold cuts and all of that good stuff. And you cut it up. It's a big hit. You make pizza. You do a lot of different things. But then at midnight, after the toast goes up, you definitely gotta eat lentils, guys. It's a big tradition. At least in the Italian community, it really is. Let's see what Cruise Control has to say in Orlando right now. Going to Universal Studios, New Year's Eve. Nice. Back in South Florida for the whole week off. Nice. I like that, Cruise. I know my nieces and nephews got surprised from my brother and my sister-in-law to go to Las Vegas to see the Sphere, and they're going to see on this giant screen the Wizard of Oz. And that screen, I believe, is like 125,000 inches. It's ridiculous. And it's 22,000 people that go in there. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And that's going to be in February. So the kids are way, way excited. Going to Vegas, you're not going to bed. You're too young for that. But they're going to have, and then they're going to see Penn and Teller, I believe, the magicians. They have a great show out there. Cruz says, Las Vegas is awesome, Joe. Been there, never saw the street. Yeah, it's supposed to be fantastic. I saw videos my brother was showing me during the Christmas holiday, and my nephew went on, and he's great with the computer, and he showed different parts of it. It's amazing. How if you like the Wizard of Oz, you're absolutely going to love that. Going to absolutely love it. So definitely, if you guys have any plans to go to Las Vegas, go check that out, man. It's supposed to be an incredible show without paying the prices that, these ridiculous concert prices. And remember for the Super Bowl, everyone, Bad Bunny is going to be doing halftime. A lot of people are not too thrilled with that. But if you are, more power to you. That's great. But if you're not, well, we're going to have entertainment right here for the 33 minutes that they say is between the halftime and the third quarter. So we are building up to that. That is something I think we're going to be proud of and have a lot of fun with. So stay tuned here. And what I need from you guys is to subscribe. It costs you nothing. Press the like button. Come back from the 29% of you that don't subscribe. Please come back and just press that like button. Press the subscribe button. And that's it. And you can go back to the cocoon that you're in to watch us all the time. I really, really, really appreciate it. If you guys can do that for us. Little update on the shows, guys. So tomorrow at 4 p.m., we have an added show with former Major League infielder Danny Espinosa. You would know him as a Washington National, had a cup of coffee with the New York Mets. He was a very, very good hitter, good infielder, nice player to have on the team. and he will join us at 4 p.m., courtesy of Nitin and his sports team. Then on Monday, another added show, 4 p.m., we're going to have Mr. John Mintz, who's an actor, and he's been he was in Little Big League. He was the catcher, and he's also done quite a few Criminal Mind episodes. So that's another entertainment show that we're looking at, guys. Then at night, we have our other entertainment show with Chef Nick, with Maria Venuto, singing and talking and all kinds of good stuff headed your way. Then, if that's not enough, on Tuesday, we're going to have the new hitting coach of the Texas Rangers, Alex Cintron, again, courtesy of Nitin and his sports team. And his wonderful team. I mean, this is all coming up as we're going to New Year's Eve, everyone. Amazing feat. I can't thank Nitin and his team for everything that they've done for us and they're doing for us. And also, yes, I did mention that, Nitin, that we booked John Mintz. I mentioned that. That you did that, and also we're just trying the morning shows. By the way, Monday and Tuesday, guys, will not happen. We go on at 4:00. We'll have our interviews, and then we can talk Yankee baseball. Obviously, if the Yankees make a trade before 4:00 on Monday, then we come on. If they make a trade before Tuesday, we come on. So we're going to do all of that. But instead of being repetitious, let's make good, solid shows. And let's show Nitin and his team what teamwork is all about here. And we show them the good faith of bringing all these wonderful people to us that love to be on the show. And let's show them a lot of love. And if he gives me the thumbs up, I'm going to bring him up. Nitin, are you ready? Can I? You want to give me a thumbs up? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, he's not moving, so we won't bring him up until he tells me, go ahead. Oh, Nitin, if you can hear us, we have a request from T-Road. He would love for you and your team if you could get Don Sherry on the show. He says, I remind him of Don Sherry a lot. And if you can get Don Sherry, he thinks it'd be a fantastic show for NY Mania. And I do too. I think Don Sherry would be a great guest. And he'll tell it like it is, 100%. How about Marv Albert? Now you're really cooking. I would think, listen, if and when Nitin comes up tonight or our show tomorrow, both of our shows, you can ask him, but I will definitely keep it in mind to let him know. Marv Albert would be an incredible guest. I know he's working on a few things. Sam Rosen is a possibility down the line. He's a great guest, the New York Ranger longtime announcer. So we'll see. All right. We finally got somebody to tell us what's going on for New Year's. We are partying indoors. We're not going outside. Okay, T-Road, that's cool. Hey, do you send me pictures for New Year's? I got to get the first picture from you in 2026. You've sent me so many beautiful pictures. You sent us, some nice stuff. So you can't let us down for New Year's Eve. So that would be awesome. But, hey, listen, I never intended to be on over an hour and 29, 30 minutes. All I did was come on to apologize for the date. And and not only that, it looks like we're going to keep going, especially if Nitin gives me a thumbs up that he can come on. So, no, nothing yet. So, well, guys, I'm basically talked out. You guys took it all out of me. We are here an hour and 30 minutes. And you guys, what a wonderful stream this was. And from an apology, it actually went to a really, really great stream. So with that in mind, everyone, unfortunately, I'm not sure what's going on. If with the storms and everything, some things are not clicking right. But at least, thank God, our stream is staying on pretty well. And maybe tomorrow. Oh, we've got a thumbs up now. We've got Eric. Hey, Eric. Yeah, hold on. We are bringing up a star, and that is good morning.
Good morning, everyone. What's up, everyone in the chat? Happy New Year. No, I'm just joking. Not yet.
Hey, Nathan, you always wanted us to go on this late. We're on this late, so you got your wish.
But to answer T-Road and Bill, yeah, my team and I can definitely get Don Cherry on here pretty soon, and hopefully later on, and also we can get you Marv Albert too. Marv Albert, and Kenny Albert. We can get you guys also. My team and I are obviously, you guys know already, we're well connected in the business. We have a lot of connections. So stay tuned, guys. My team and I are working on more stuff for the show, and we can definitely work on getting Don Cherry and Marv Albert, Kenny Albert. We're trying to bring on Iron Eagle on here too. And Noah Eagle. So stay tuned.
Oh, that's great.
What's up, Sean? My team and I also booked tomorrow our good friend Danny Espinoza. And Monday, my team and I also booked our good friend John Minch, actor. And also Tuesday, my team and I also booked our good friend Alex Centrone, Texas Rangers hitting coach, for the show. So stay tuned, guys. A lot of things happening before the new year.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
And then also Wednesday on New Year's Eve, we're doing an event with our good friend Tommy Green, former Phillies pitcher in Philadelphia, from 2 to 4 before New Year's Eve. So if you guys are available, please come. We're opening it. It's a grand opening at a tattoo shop. We're opening this thing for all media people are welcome. We're trying to make this big for the grand opening. So whoever wants to cover the event for us, help us out. He's open to interviews. So from 2 to 4.
Sean Browning is asking you, Nathan, is there a possibility of getting Iron Eagle?
Yeah, and Noah Eagle too. Yeah,
that'd be great. That'll be. He's excellent too, and even his partner on there, she does a great job. She would be good. But you know what, guys? Whatever this man does and his team, we're very grateful. And they're always good guests. And the one thing that I'm really happy about and proud of is that when they leave the show, they always give a thumbs up to Nitin and his team, that they had a good time on this show. And we might be doing something right for what's going on. We've come a long way just to think that. We had 100 subscribers.
We already have contacts with Scott Brocious, and we know some people that knows him, so we're good on that end. Thank you, though.
You guys are going for the gusto here.
Jason. Oh yeah, Jason. Oh, Nets won again tonight. Yeah, and Knicks won tonight too. So Jason, pick a game where you and Evan can call the Nets game. We're allowed to have you call a Nets game here on this stream. Jason and Evan calling a Nets game.
Yeah, and we are working on. They are working on bringing us a Los Angeles Laker New York Knicks game, and that's going to be a lot of fun to. I'm going to sit back and enjoy.
And also, they call a Nets game too.
Yeah, and that's hard to believe. Only 3 weeks ago, they were kind of poking fun at the Nets. I actually put on the game tonight, and I was impressed. I was like, "Whoa." I said, this team is not half bad. I don't know too many players. I got to be honest with you. I mean, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I know Lakers. I know Knicks.
Bill, if you want to help out, yeah, you can send the contact if you want. But we already have contacts with Scott Brocious, Chuck Knobloch. We already have connections with those people and other players. But if you want to help out, you can. If you want to send the contact.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, thanks, T-Road, for the. I didn't have to apologize, but yeah, I mean, when I looked at the thumbnails and everything, and I saw that our week in review, and of course it's going to be year in review tomorrow night, was scheduled for this past night, I couldn't let that go. I changed it, but I couldn't let that go. It wasn't fair, and I knew that people were waiting, even though we were on like 2 hours before. It just wasn't right, and that's why I needed to come on and apologize. And I'm glad I did.
And it's 1:04 in the morning.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Everybody, want to turn the TV on? Maybe we could catch the mass in Rome. What do you think, guys? Maybe we'll see the Pope. Although that might be Wednesday night, to be honest. But no. Wow, it is 1:04. Nathan, what are we doing up? We got to be out of our minds.
We're the only platform that does crazy stuff, right? So.
Oh yeah, and we had a great platform before, and this one is as good or better.
Late night, guys. It's a Fallon Tonight show like that.
Yeah, really. Let's see, Jason. Okay, great. We'll figure out a game to call. Good win for the Knicks too. Yeah. I'll talk to my guy on the Mariners front.
Send us all the contacts if you want. My number. I'll give you my number. Actually, let me put my number down here.
You want to do that, or you want to send it to me, and I could send it to Bill, not to put your number out there?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, do that. Bill, all you got to do is email me, joeyankees28@gmail.com, joeyankees28@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send you his number.
I just texted you my number for Bill.
Okay. All he's got to do, all you have to do, Bill, is just give me an email, and I'll send it to you as soon as I get off of the street.
See you, Sean.
Sean, got to get back to work. Oh, you don't love us anymore? No, thanks for being with us, Sean. Appreciate that really a lot. Send it via email. Yeah, Bill, like I said, I will. Just email me, email the show, and now at joeyankees28@gmail.com, and I will send you his number.
Yep.
And we'll do it that way. I don't want to just put the number on. It wouldn't be fair to him. Nitin, you and your team can get everyone. Can you get Jesus?
Yeah.
Sean says, I love ya plenty. Well, we do too, Sean.
We can get Jesus for you guys.
Yeah, we got him right here. Hello. I'm going to be born. So I was just born. So we're happy. No, but this was great. I don't know how much of the show you heard, Nitin, but, we talked a lot of things. We talked a possibility of a strike. Why would there be a strike? Salary cap. What would be a good salary cap that would make everybody happy?
And I broke some news for you guys for a minor league pitcher.
Yes. And Yankees are doing all these little things. They're lurking, and then boom, they're going to pounce.
Hopefully.
They got to pounce. And, we had a little bit of everything. We had Anthony Volpe stuff. We had 90s stuff. We took care of everything, which is great.
I kind of like the Nick Torres signing. It should be interesting to see what happens there.
What, the McGregor?
No, Nick Torres.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, he may not be another ham and egg. He might be a filet mignon for all we know. And speaking of that, hey, Nitin, how about we whip up a nice pot of spaghetti, garlic, and oil?
Yeah.
What do you think, man? Get in the car. Come on over.
And some Bodoc noodles.
Yeah. Oh, man. Come on.
You know Bodoc noodles?
What do they look? What do you mean? Because I know Italian noodles.
Bodoc, they put like it's like a thick. It's more thick, but they put like some orange sauce. I think I forgot what's it called, but they put. It's like how do I say it? It's like a ramen, but thicker.
Okay.
And they put some kind of sauce on it, and they can put with. They usually have what do you call it? Like they put like different kind of meat to it, like chicken or whatever they want. They makes it, and then it's like look up Bodoc noodles. It's nice. It's cool.
Oh, listen to what Bill O. Yeah, man, that sounds good. Look at Bill O. I'll fly Chef Nick out to Portland, and we can do a cooking show in a new remodeled kitchen
good.
this spring. So, and what do I look like? What do we look like? Chopped liver? We got to taste it.
Bodoc will eat some ramen noodles too.
Sure, he flies out Nick, and I got to pay. Oh,
Ramen.
very nice.
Ramen noodles? You want to eat some ramen noodles?
Yeah, listen, right now I'm hungry. I didn't realize, or we make, you know what, Nathan? We can make a nice egg omelet, put some nice cheese, spread the cheese in there, and we can put some peppers. Oh, man. I'm making chicken cutlets with some butter, olive oil, and garlic. Yummy, 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 yummy. You put a little lemon on it, Bill? Bill, do you do that? I like lemon once in a while, but I like chicken cutlets. Sometimes I like it from the air fryer, and sometimes I like to fry it. It's not always good to have fried food all the time, so I like to go on and off. But yeah, but today's Sunday, got to have my homemade sauce. And I think we're going to go with ziti, either ziti or rigatoni today. Which one? What?
Rigatoni.
Rigatoni. How you doing, Tony? Hey, my Tony. How you doing? How you doing today, man? What you talking about? Oh, man, this was fun. This was a lot of fun, guys. Nathan, you got a joke for us? Let's laugh a little. Dun 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 dun.
Breaking news: NY Yankee Mania shut down because of Joe farting.
Oh God! Oh yeah, that's great. That's after hours here, guys.
Do you have a joke?
Yeah, the Yankees. Oh God, we have a joke. The baseball season's coming.
Breaking news.
And a drum roll.
Breaking news. Yankees
What guest is Nathan going to get us next?
Yeah.
Dr. Ruth Westenheimer.
Breaking news. Yankees like bargain shopping.
There you go. Dr. Ruth. Yes, touch of lemon juice and balsamic. Oh, man. Billo, you're killing me. How about peppers and eggs with some supersad and beretta? Oh, God. Billo, you're killing us. You are really killing us.
To answer T-Road's question, yeah, we can. My team and I can try to make that happen.
Which one now?
Dave Tiger Williams.
Dave Tiger Williams. Oh, yeah, the hockey player.
Yeah, my team
Man, you're really going back. Wow, that's a while ago. I like to have Barry Beck. Shoot the puck, Barry! They used to yell that Bill Chadwick on the air with on the air on the Ranger game. Just shoot the puck, Barry! You might score a goal.
Okay, what has four wheels and flies?
Juan Soto.
A garbage truck.
Oh God. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, guys, we're having fun here tonight. Oh my God, it's 1:15. Good thing we don't have a morning show, that's for sure.
What do you call a priest that becomes a lawyer?
A pharmacist.
A father-in-law.
I like that one.
What how did the hipster burn his tongue?
Swinging and missing.
He drank his coffee before it was cool.
Oh God. Ah,
What do you call an angry carrot?
wow, that might be a good one. I don't know. What do you call an angry carrot?
A steamed veggie.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yes, Kevin Stevens. Yep, that's another one that my team and I can. That's another one that my team and I can get.
Oh my
Why
God.
does Snoop Dogg use an umbrella?
Why does who?
Snoop Dogg using an umbrella
To snoop all his joints?
for drizzle.
Oh God. Oh man. Come on, we got to get some good jokes here. Let's go.
Okay, wait. What's brown? What's brown and sicky?
Don't know.
A stick.
Oh God. Where are you getting this from? The thing
Oh,
of
ready for this?
yeah.
How do you?
How do you
How do you? How do you impress a female baker?
don't know.
Bring her flowers.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Oh my God.
What did the yoga instructor say when her landlord tried to evict her?
Tie me up?
Namaste.
Oh man. As I always say, how do you keep a moron in suspense?
What?
I'll tell you tomorrow. Thank you. Is everybody having a good time at 1:15 in the morning? Here's a joke. Why couldn't the Yankees win? Because they made no moves. Oh, God. Boo. I don't like that one. Boo.
Ah!
Keep on the jokes, guys.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, my God.
Okay, what did the one? No, hold on. Did you hear about the rest? No. Oh, hold on. All right, what did the grape say when it got stepped on?
Don't know.
Nothing. It's just it just let out a little wine.
Oh. Guys, this is what happens when you do a lot of work and you gotta unwind. So excuse us. We gotta have a little bit of fun here.
Oh, okay. Why was the woman afraid of the calendar?
February doesn't March, April, May.
She said its days were numbered.
Oh God. Always remember, if February doesn't March, April, May.
What did the drummer call his daughters?
Ringo Starr.
And a 1 and a 2.
Oh God. And a 1 and a 2 and a 1.
I have a joke. I have a joke. I have a joke about a light bulb, but I'm afraid I'll screw it up.
Oh.
I have a joke. I have a joke about cows, but I don't want to milk it.
Oh my God. Whoever put this out should be taken out of their misery. Anybody in the chat have any jokes? Let's see. Told my doctor I broke my arm in 2 places. He looked at me and said, well, I suggest you stop going to those places.
Ah,
Da, 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 da.
Forrest Gump's password.
What?
1 Forrest 1.
Oh,
What?
my God. Oh, my God. Oh, man.
Oh God,
This is bad.
it's bad.
This is like the Yankees making some trades. Wow. We got to come up with some better jokes. Come on, guys. We are headed to 2 hours. When we hit the 2-hour mark, we're going to say nighty night and sleep tight and make your dreams come true. Adios.
We should call it.
Over.
We should call it now.
Yeah, I think we will. Some final thoughts, though, Nitin. No kidding aside, some final. Can't even talk anymore. Final thoughts. I think this is a really nice surprise stream, and we had a lot of people that came on. Let's get a little ovation for them. You did a really nice job with us. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. It just proves how great you guys are.
Oh,
You really are super.
I felt my wife told me to stop impersonating a flamingo. I had to put my foot down.
Oh God. Da 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 da. I should be 300 pounds with all the food that I cook and eat. Well, Bill, that means the food is great and you digest it well, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Bill says go to dadjokes.com.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much for a really, really unexpected, fantastic stream. I want to say thank you. So we have the right times now. 4:00 tomorrow afternoon.
Yep. My team and I booked Danny Espinoza. Guys, get your questions ready.
Yes, please. The link is out. And at 8:00, as we all know, that link is out, but I had the wrong time on it. That link is out for tomorrow night. Not just the week in review, the year in review. So we're going to talk everything. Hashtags all over the place. Baseball, basketball, hockey, football, wrestling, whatever you want to talk about, We're going to talk about. And even our show in review, how far we've come, or some good moments. And we might save that for Tuesday night. As far as show moments, working on a few things and some really good fun times that we had. And so there's a lot going on, guys. Really looking forward to it. God bless you all. God bless America. I hope you have a great night's sleep. And we will see you. If the Yankees make a move, we'll be on before 4 p.m. tomorrow. That's a promise.
Yep.
Good night, everyone. We love each and every one of you. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe, press that like button, and let's go Yankees. Good night, everyone.